Right. Let's see the notifications go out. And let's have a good show with an update. You know, so who's ever in the chat room right now, you know, just let me know if you can hear me or not. Anybody? Yeah, somebody give me my chat, let me know if you can hear me or not before we go any further. I tested it earlier, I heard myself, but I gotta make sure y'all can hear me. So who can hear me? Alright. Y'all can hear me. Alright, cool. I love the notification going out now. I don't know why YouTube do this. Sometimes when you start about 10 to 15 seconds to a minute later, that's when the damn notification go out. Or maybe that's just me that it does that too. I have no idea, but you know. YouTube is YouTube. I wish they probably go back the old way, because the old way, when I started back in 2016, we didn't have these problems. You go live and everybody got the notification, just like that. But now every time they update it, you know, people channels get shadowed, you know, and that's some motherfucking ridiculous, because there be some good content that a lot of us creators put out. And by YouTube fucking up like that, you know, people can't hear the message, you know. I get people saying, I just got your notification. Got people say, you know, I didn't get your notification at all. Hey, I didn't even had a couple people say they didn't get the notification till the next day. I'm like, what kind of shit is that, you know? So, you know, a lot of times y'all see me late coming on because I'm trying to share it out to wherever I can, you know, try to get people to come. But even they can be a lot of tricky sometimes. But however, though, as long as you get the notification, whether it's beginning or late, the thing is, did you get the notification and did you get the message? Amen. That's the main thing, you know, that I like. Hey, what's up, Rio? But other than that, though, let's get right into it, guys. Welcome to the Chris Storm Show. Let's get it. Jen said she got the notification now. Whoa, what's that all about? I don't know what's that all about. I don't know why every time I go to the screen to do this shit. What up, nigga? Jen, the thing is now, I saw the 30-minute notification. It came across my screen, you know, but that don't mean everybody else got it. But I saw the 30-minute notification. It came across my screen. But it just sadly everybody don't get it. Like I said, they get it late. Sometimes they get it on time. Sometimes they get it real late. It all depends on how YouTube gonna work for your channel on that day, on that night. So, you know, hey, I just gotta roll with the punches. So whoever's in here, hey, it's up to me to give y'all good commentary. Amen. So hell, if only 5 of you show up, it's my job to give those 5 people good commentary. Far live goes, but of course, once it uploads and stuff, that's where a lot of more people will see, be like, damn, I ain't see this. I ain't know you went live. Y'all just, if I get paid for every message I get for people saying they didn't catch the live, I probably had a little money in my pocket. I probably had a little money in my pocket, you know. But anyway, guys, let's get right into it. Welcome to the Chris Storm Show as always. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever you're watching my content. And as always, like, comment, subscribe, and share. Ladies and gentlemen, I originally covered this story yesterday. And as I told y'all, if I get an update, I'm going to come to you with updates. And we have an update now. And the update now is that the guys who shot Arbery in their video has been arrested. Let me repeat. The guys who shot him has been arrested. Now we're going to see how far this thing goes now since they been arrested. All right. You have Gregory met Michael. You have Trevor met Michael. And somehow people on the internet found out who the third guy is. The third guy was the one who was recording the video. Let me see if I remember what they say his name is. What is this guy's name? I want to say it's Bob or something like that, but I don't think that's what it is though. What is his name? What's your name, bro? Hold on, let me look over here. Maybe this will be a little bit faster. And I don't know how the fuck people find out who the third person was, but you know, hey, when people want to know, they go searching. And once you go searching, you find what you're looking for. Amen. So these folks been searching, they find out who the third person was. But that's not what I'm looking for. Not that, what is that damn guy name? It's coming up now. Oh, William Roddy Bryan. William Roddy Bryan. That's the guy who recorded the video. William Roddy. That's the third guy I just showed y'all. William Roddy. Whoever found him, they found him. He's the one allegedly recorded the video. And people is questioning, you know, why did it take so long for him to turn in the video? That's a damn good question. If this was taken back in February, what made you all of a sudden turn in the video now? Was he a guilty conscience? I don't know. Who knows? But anyway, guys, let's get right into it. I don't want to hold y'all up all night because it really ain't just that much to go on, really. But however, to show proof that these guys have been arrested, there's a video out showing them getting arrested. So we're going to play this small clip. And then we're going to get into some clips that I found that we may find quite interesting about this whole scenario. So here are the guys getting arrested right here. I'm assuming that's the dad right there. And I'm guessing that's the son right there. Or maybe reversed. I don't know. And y'all just heard about a whisper. That's him. That's Michael. Yes, that is him. That's both of them, dear. That's both of them. Let me run it again. Bin Laden, what it do? What it do? And as y'all come and hit that light for your boy. Now, before I go any further, now y'all remember when hold on. What? Now I could talk and do this at the same time. Y'all remember when Spencer called in? She said she used to stay down there in Brunswick. And y'all remember what she said. This is what she said. That the people down there, they don't mind your money being down there, but you as a person, they don't want you down there. Which it sounds like this might be what it is. Then y'all heard my man London Link, he called in earlier that day, in which I have heard this. He said it's probably one of them sun up, sun down cities. When the sun up, nobody too much care what's going on down there. But if you don't belong there when the sun is down, you might want to get the fuck out of Dodge. You know, so with all that put together, I say all that to say this right here. Somebody sent me a message right before the show started. And this is what he said to me. He said, I got an old classmate who lives in Brunswick. They told her husband he is the wrong color to have a business there. Let me read that again. He said he got an old classmate that lives in Brunswick. They told her husband, excuse me, he is the wrong color to have a business down there. What video wrote him out? What video are you talking about? So my question to that is, after hearing that, let me let this person know I'm live. Hold on. After hearing that, did that discourage him, or is that making him stay down there? I guess to say, hey, you ain't finna run me out this town. What is he doing after hearing that? What else zero to infinite? Welcome back to the show. That's crazy to hear some shit like that. But then again, is it really surprising? Not really, because you got a lot of places. Pretty much got a few places like that, hell, even our own color people don't want us nowhere around, especially if we are being successful and somebody else is jealous about the bullshit. Then hell, they don't even want us around in our own goddamn town. So and that's the crazy part about that. You understand? That's the crazy part about that. But anyway, guys, so here we go. Let's get deeper into this. And here is the Georgia Bureau of Investigation. They are talking about the arrest, and it says as follows. May the 6th, 2020, it said Glenn County, Georgia. On May 7, 2020, the GBI arrested Gregory McMichael, who is 64 years old, and Travis McMichael, age 34, for the death of Ahmaud Arbery. I keep calling him Arbery, but it's Arbery. It's Arbery. All right, of Ahmaud Arbery. They were both charged with murder and aggravated assault. The McMichaels were taken into custody and will be booked into Glenn County Jail. On February 23rd, 2020, Ahmaud Arbery was in Satilia Shores neighborhood in Brunswick, Georgia, when both Gregory and Travis McMichael confronted Arbery with 2 firearms during the encounter. Travis McMichael shot and killed Arbery. The case is being investigated in partnership with District Attorney Tom Durden. On May the 5th, 2020, District Attorney Tom Durden formally requested that GBI investigate the death of Ahmaud Arbery. The Kingsley office initiated an investigation on May the 6th, 2020. On April the 29th, 2020, the Glenn County Police Department requested that the GBI investigate allegations of threats against GCPD and individuals involved in the active investigation. On the morning of May the 5th, 2020, GCPD requested the GBI investigate the public release of video related to Arbery's death. These investigations are all active and ongoing. If anyone has information related to these cases, please contact the GBI at 1-800-597-TIPS. Let me repeat that for you. 1-800-597-TIPS. D's, what it do, my guy? TIPS. And that's the number to call if you have any information on this story. All right. Guys, I spoke with a Black Panther member earlier today. And me and this guy been talking about getting him on the show. And I think we finally reached the day that I'm going to get him on the show. If anybody knows him, his name is Mike Payne. And I've been following the brother for a while, and looking at his page, this man does a lot for his community. I respect this brother. And I know I had another guy, Von L. Mays. I had him on the show when I did the Milwaukee situation. Well-respected guy down in Milwaukee. Right now, me and Mike Payne, the Black Panther member, he's supposed to be on my show 1 o'clock Saturday. And this is one of the things that I want him and I to talk about. And if I'm lucky, I could get Von L. Mays back on the show as well. They call him Malcolm X down there in Wisconsin. He's the Wisconsin Malcolm X. I want to get him on the show and have his thoughts on this as well. You know, this is what we do at the Chris Thorne Show. You know what I'm saying? Bring guests on, have people talk about stuff like this. Whether we agree or disagree, you know, it's always good to have different opinions about stories. Amen? Amen. So I can't wait to have, at least Mike Payne, I can't wait to have him on the show and let y'all see some of the things that this man is actually doing for his community. You know, so I respect that brother. I really respect that brother. So, all right, guys, they have been arrested. Now, here's the thing. Because I think Mike Payne said they doing a walk tomorrow, too, for this man. You know, like I always tell y'all, I love to see black people come together. I really do. But I just hate when it's after something tragic happens instead of doing it while people are still alive. Y'all understand what I'm saying? Something always tragic got to happen for us to come together. You know, but then even then with tragic shit, you know, people still want to come and do fuck shit. Y'all remember the video I showed of the Milwaukee case? Von L. Mays was showing that this woman just hurting. You know, she's crying. She's hurt because she don't know where her child is. And said had some people come around the corner and said something about why you doing this ghetto shit and you had a few fights done broke out. All right? Yeah, I ain't got mine, bro. I ain't got mine. Shit. I'm still waiting on mine. It's funny you asked me that. I'm still waiting on mine. Every time I go on that goddamn thing, it keeps telling me my status ain't available. So I don't know what the fuck that all about. So by you asking that, I'm assuming you have a problem with yours too by you asking that. So, but still, as I was saying, though, you still got people that come in there still fucking around, you know what I'm saying, and just eating on people's emotions, you know, and they don't do them but just add fruit to the fire, you ask me. But, you know, people say they're going to walk tomorrow. You know, I guess that's a good thing. But, you know, why not walk when people are still alive as well, you know, show our support for each other. You understand? Y'all get what I'm saying, right? So, yeah, but anyway, they have been arrested. We're going to see what's going to happen from here. A lot of people say they don't think it's going to stick because a lot of people don't think, a lot of people feel like that it was self-defense what happened. And I get where they're coming from when they say that, because when you saw the video, that's one thing I kept pointing out. Why did you run towards that man and he had a shotgun? That was a bold ass move for you to do that. I ain't finna run up on that motherfucker with a shotgun. Yeah, shotgun got bucks in it. That means the bullet sprayed. What the fuck I'm gonna run to you for? Okay? So in that aspect, I get it. And that's one of my problems too. You know, you ran with that man, towards that man with a shotgun, man. What did you do that for? You know, that part right there, I still won't understand. You know, so I don't know, man. I don't know. But anyway, guys, let's get in deep into this story. I want to bring up some clips. I find this interesting right here. This video is called "Digging Deeper into Arbery'S Death." I heard a little bit of it, but I didn't get a chance to hear the whole thing. But I want to play it for y'all and let y'all hear what's going on. And as I watch the chat room, give y'all thoughts of what y'all are hearing. So this video is called "Digging Deeper into Arbery'S Death." All right, let's see what all they got to say.
It's 7:22 this morning. We are digging deeper into the shooting death of 25-year-old Ahmaud Arbery last February in a Brunswick suburb, specifically how it might relate to the state citizen's arrest law as purported by one of the district attorneys who declined to prosecute the man who shot Arbery, citing that law. Now, as we showed you this time yesterday morning and earlier, video, which is now at the center of the investigation, captured Ahmaud Arbery's shooting death after he was confronted by Travis McMichael. As Arbery ran down Satilla Drive at 1 o'clock that February afternoon, Arbery is the one wearing, you'll see him, he's wearing that white shirt and shorts. The video pans off for a few seconds and does not show what happens when Arbery was confronted by Travis McMichael, but it does eventually show Arbery struggling with McMichael, who is armed with a shotgun. Arbery is seen hitting McMichael several times.
And I think that right there was a critical point when the camera panned, because we didn't see what happened. I think that was a critical point right there, because that right there would have told us what really happened. Did one of McMichael start fucking with him before he got there, or what happened? But by him panning that camera to the side, I think we missed a critical point in this video. How many of y'all agree?
Arbery was not armed. McMichael's father told police he witnessed what happened, and it's believed he is the man standing in the bed of the pickup truck right here that had parked in the middle of the road, basically waiting for Arbery, who was running behind. Now, it appears that he is holding a gun as well. Now, it's important to note that Greg McMichael, the shooter's father, retired last year as an investigator with the Brunswick District Attorney's Office, and before that had also been a police officer in Glynn County. Now, this is important information, of course, because he told police that Arbery matched the description of a man seen previously burglarizing homes, and that he and his son started to follow Arbery when he saw the 25-year-old run by his house. This is a narrative from the police report. Neither Greg McMichael nor his son Travis, who fired the deadly shots, has been charged in Arbery's shooting death. So why has nothing happened in the case for 2.5 months? The Brunswick District Attorney, Jackie Johnson, declined to take the case first because Greg McMichael had worked in the same office as an investigator. It was then passed to the Waycross District Attorney's Office, where...
I was wondering why they happened. I was wondering why they, what's the word called? Recused, if I said that right. I was wondering why somebody recused, but I just got the answer right there because he used to work in the same department as was. So I guess that would be considered a conflict of interest.
According to documents obtained by the New York Times, that district attorney advised Glynn County Police that there was insufficient probable cause to arrest Travis McMichael or his father, arguing that they had acted legally under the state's citizens arrest and self-defense statutes. It was not until the video of Arbery's shooting death was posted online that the district attorney in Atlanta's judicial circuit announced that he will take the case to a grand jury and let the grand jury decide if charges should be filed against the McMichaels. Does Georgia's citizens arrest law apply in this case? What about self-defense? Paige Pate is a criminal defense attorney in Brunswick who's joining us this morning. Mr. Pate, thank you for being here. Do appreciate it. And we also want to point out to our viewers that you're not affiliated with this case, nor are you affiliated with any of the people involved, correct?
That's correct.
So would you please explain Georgia's citizens arrest law?
Sure. Georgia has a citizens arrest law, like many states, to generally allow retail establishments to apprehend someone that they think may be shoplifting. That was the reason that the statute was enacted. That's usually where you see it apply. In a situation like this, the only type of defense somebody could have if they're in Mr. McMichael's position is if they saw someone committing a crime and then they tried to apprehend that person, hold on to them just long enough for the police to shoot.
Did y'all hear what he said? Y'all heard what he said? The only way this would have worked for him, what up, Layla? The only way this would have worked for McMichael in his case, if he witnessed him committed a crime. If he witnessed him commit a crime. According to the video, we didn't witness him commit a crime. Now, is that to say that he didn't commit a crime? We can't say that. But according to the video, we didn't see the man commit a crime. All right? And the house that they showed in the video was a vacant house. So what was he going to steal? I still stick to that. So we just heard the man right there. If he saw him commit a crime, then the citizen arrest law would have worked for him.
Show up. But what's critical about Georgia's law, although you are allowed to detain someone as a citizen if you think they've committed a crime, you cannot use excessive force. So even if there was a crime committed and he was trying to hold on to Mr. Arbery to wait for the...
You cannot use excessive force. You cannot use excessive force. I'm glad I did get this video.
Critical about Georgia's law, although you are...
Arrest law.
Sure. Georgia has a citizens arrest law, like many states, to generally allow retail establishments to apprehend someone that they think may be shoplifting. That was the reason that the statute was enacted. That's usually where you see it apply. In a situation like this, the only type of defense somebody could have if they're in Mr. McMichael's position is if they saw someone committing a crime and then they tried to
I
apprehend
appreciate that,
person,
Pamela. Welcome to
hold
the
on
show.
to them just long enough for
Everybody
the
welcome
police
Pamela.
to show
Thank you,
up.
Pamela.
But
She
what's
said,
critical about
after
Georgia's
following
law,
you with the Milwaukee.
although you
All
are
right.
allowed to
Thank you.
detain someone as a citizen if you think they've
Bring some of your
committed a
friends
crime,
over.
you cannot use excessive force. So even if there was a crime committed and he was trying to hold on to Mr. Arbery to wait for the police, you cannot then escalate it, as I think happened in this case.
So I want to unpack that a little bit because that's a lot of information.
Listen to him. You cannot escalate it. And what they did in this case, you cannot escalate it. But now, again, here's a slight breaking point to that, what he said. What about when we saw in the video when we saw Arbery running towards him? You know, so what does that say? You know, I mean, does that change anything at all? You know, when we saw Arbery running towards the guy, hey, Gypsy, hey, sweetie, how you doing? Good evening, good evening. When we saw him running towards the guy with the shotgun, so, you know, how did they look at that? You know, but I guess I'm assuming they're going to talk about it. I'm just listening to this for the first time with y'all. I only heard a few seconds of it, so we all listening to this together, all right?
And I want to compare it to the narrative that the McMichaels then gave, or Greg McMichael gave to law enforcement that day in February. It specifically says that he was in his front yard and saw the suspect from the break-ins hauling, and an expletive is used, down Satilla Drive toward Burford Drive. And that's when he said he ran into his house, called to his son and said, "Travis, the guy is running down the street, let's go." Does that suggest to you that he actually saw a crime being committed at that moment, which would then perhaps allow his defense?
Good question. Good question. Good question. And his response is?
Defense to be this citizen's arrest law?
It really doesn't. I mean, let's first assume that there was a crime committed, and I think there's a dispute over that. They're talking about some surveillance video they may have had. There was only one burglary reported in that area within the month before this happened, and it was from Travis McMichael's truck, apparently. But assuming that there was a burglary and assuming they had sufficient evidence to believe that it was Mr. Arbery, all they...
Hey, Brooklyn, you might need to do your message again because it look like your message got cut off. What did you say? Brooklyn said, citizen arrest law, that shit don't fly in his town. Whatever you just said right here, it cut off, bro. What you say? You said he had to run towards the guy to stop him from, and your message cut off right there.
Could have done at that point was simply follow him, get his location, notify the police, and then try to detain him if possible. That does not give them the right to use deadly force.
Well, how about that? How about that? Good question. Hey, this is a response got. Pretty much everything what we were saying yesterday when me and Richard did the story, amen? Pretty much everything that we were saying yesterday. So I want to rewind that back. I want to hear her ask the question. I want to hear his response again.
Suspect from the break-ins hauling, and an expletive is used, down Satilla Drive toward Burford Drive. And that's when he said he ran into his house, called to his son and said, "Travis, the guy is running down the street, let's go." Does that suggest to you that he actually saw a crime being committed at that moment, which would then perhaps allow his defense to be this citizen's arrest law?
It really doesn't. I mean, let's first assume that there was a crime committed, and I think there's a dispute over that. They're talking about some surveillance video they may have had. There was only one burglary reported in that area within the month before this happened, and it was from Travis McMichael's truck, apparently.
I want y'all to listen to what he said, because the original story said it was Arbery'S. You understand? But he said, though, it was only one burglar reported within the month's time before this happened. But according to the McMichaels, they said Arbery'S. See, I listen to what you say and I listen to what you don't say. The McMichael said Arbery'S. He said it only been one burglary reported before that shit even happened.
But assuming that there was a burglary and assuming they had sufficient evidence to believe that it was Mr. Arbery, all they could have done at that point was simply follow him, get his location, notify the police, and then try to detain him if possible. That does not give them the right to use deadly force.
That said, then, why do you suppose, this statute has...
Hey, Brooklyn, it's funny you said that, bro, because I said something similar to that yesterday. I said that maybe he did that because he was in fear for his life. So he said, fuck it, y'all gonna shoot me anyway, so I'm finna fight you. I said the same thing. But I don't know. It's just kind of hard to decipher that one. I don't know, dude. I don't know. But it's funny you said it because I kind of said the same thing yesterday as well.
Been raised as a possible defense and excuse as to why these two men have not been charged?
That's a great question. And I think if you look at the police report, it wasn't the McMichaels who were raising this as a defense. It was the district attorney in Waycross. I mean, citizen's arrest was not what Mr. McMichael was saying at the time. He was saying that his son was acting in self-defense. He got out of the truck. He had a shotgun. Mr. Arbery was trying to take it away.
Now, y'all see what I'm talking about? Y'all see what I'm talking about? Y'all see the word thing. When it comes to the law, they really mean that. Whatever you say can and will be used against you. Listen how he just deciphered that. Well, it wasn't them who were doing it, it was the attorney. But he did say this, so anything you say can and will be used against you. You know what I'm saying? I like this video, because they teaching me something. And D said, bam, so yeah, D sound like they in trouble. These motherfuckers in trouble. According to what he's saying, they finna get it.
He was defending himself. The district attorney in Waycross, as part of his justification not to charge these people or to recommend that they be charged, came up with a citizen's arrest defense. So I understand why they're doing it. If I was Mr. McMichael's lawyer, it's the defense I would probably raise. But I think at the end of the day, it does not justify the use of deadly force in this case.
Then let's talk about self-defense here if we could. Looking at this video, as I have many times, and I'm sure you have as well, I'd like to call up specifically as you see Arbery running, down the street and this white pickup truck is parked in front. We're showing right now that you see Arbery was running in the middle of the street and then veers to the right, perhaps to avoid the man standing in front of him holding the shotgun.
Now, Brooklyn, that's what I'm talking about. Hey, Robbie, how you doing, dude? What up, Anthony Banks? What's going on, brother? Now, Brooklyn, if you still in the business, this is what I'm talking about. You heard what she just said. He veered to the right to try to get away, but then you came around and ran towards the danger. So that right there, it just really just got a big question mark on my head, man. But you hear her saying the same thing, man. So I don't know. That part there is gonna always get me about her running towards the person. It's gonna always get me, but we'll see how it plays out in court.
And then does come around, and there is a confrontation. Could the argument be made that Arbery was not, in fact, the aggressor, considering the fact that he had pivoted as if to perhaps get away from the man holding the shotgun?
Good question.
Oh, absolutely. I don't think this is a good self-defense case for Mr. McMichael. I mean, number one, you see Arbery running down the street. He is not approaching the McMichaels. He's not threatening them. He doesn't present any sort of threat whatsoever. They are chasing him. And then at the point where Travis McMichael has the gun and is pointing it at Arbery, it is totally reasonable and justified for Mr. Arbery to try to defend himself. So I don't think that Travis McMichael can say I was acting in self-defense when it appears from the video that he was the aggressor in the situation.
So let me fast forward here. So we interviewed Arbery's mother yesterday, and she said that on the day that her son was shot and killed, that a Glynn County police officer knocked on her door and told her that her son had been killed by a homeowner who had confronted her son about a burglary, that they tussled over a handgun, and her son was shot and killed. Yet the narrative from this police report as you and I just discussed, makes no mention of the fact that either of the McMichaels were in fact burglarized, nor does, based on the video that...
You heard what she said? Nothing in there says that neither one of them was burglarized. You heard what they said? Now, here's the thing. I don't got a problem with them, I guess, policing their neighborhood. Matter of fact, I ain't got a problem with nobody policing their neighborhood, to be honest. I think we need a lot more people to police the neighborhood. All right? But according to what we... No, you didn't, Doc. Well, yeah, you kind of missed a lot of it, but that's okay. We'll replay it for you. How you doing, dear? But the thing is, according to what they saying right here, you didn't see shit. You assumed that this man did something. You didn't see shit. You assumed. All right. Brooklyn, what did he say? He said, I'm not letting a guy with a gun get behind me. I'm getting up close to fight over the gun. It's my life at the end of the day. I'm going to die fighting and make the shooter work for it. I can't. You know what? I can't argue with you on that one, bro. They're just like you in jail. You surrounded by people who got shanks and you blocked in. You know, you ain't got no way out. What you got to do? You got to go out fighting. So, I can't knock you for that, bro. I can't knock you for that.
We're seeing, did this confrontation happen on anyone's property? Given that, how do you, as a criminal defense attorney in Brunswick, wrestle with the fact that it appears...
Hey, Brooklyn, if you want to now, bro, I'll let you call in, man. You want to talk? You want to come in and say something? Because I know you're going to say so much in the chat room. So you want to call in and speak your piece. You want to call in and speak your piece. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I'll let you speak your piece, bro. Just let me know.
There are two different scenarios that are coming from law enforcement.
Yeah, you know, it's really concerning to the people in this community that the case was, at least initially, not going to get a proper investigation. I think it's clear that the Glenn County Police Department should not have been assigned to investigate this case. The good news is, as of yesterday, the GBI, the Georgia Bureau of Investigation, has taken over the investigation. And I think that's given a lot of people in this community some relief and some hope that we'll get a thorough and independent look into exactly what happened.
Paige Pate is a criminal defense attorney in Brunswick. Thank you for joining us this morning. Do appreciate it. And we'll be right back.
Thank you, Jennifer.
All right, guys, what y'all think? What y'all think? I think that was a very interesting video. He brought out some good points, and she asked some good questions, you know. Again, I don't know if Tennessee got the same laws or whatnot, especially when it comes to citizens arrest. If we got something like that down here, I'm not sure. But I'm like this. I'm not finna try to arrest not now motherfucker with a gun. I mean, come on now, you know. But, you know, I think it was some very good questions that was asked right here. And he gave some very good answers that I think a lot of us can make sense out of in this case, and to say who did what and who was in the right and who was in the wrong. And so far what we heard, the McMichaels have no case in this. They have no case. So everything they're trying to throw out to try to defend themselves, according to this, it ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna fly. It ain't gonna fly at all. All right? It ain't gonna fly. You know, and just like he said, he kept it real. He said, hey, if I was their defense attorney, I'll do the same plea too, self-defense. I'll do the same thing, you know, because I am the defense attorney, and my job is to defend you. All right? So if I was your attorney, I would say the same damn thing too. You know, so, hey, you know, it is what it is. We got 26 in the building. We had about 30 in the building. And y'all gonna hit that like for your boy. You know, y'all over here because y'all want to hear commentary. And y'all come on out the bushes. Y'all chat with us. You know, I want to hear everybody's thoughts on this. I want to see everybody's thoughts. You feel me? As a matter of fact. I want to hear everybody's thoughts on this. Yeah, I want to hear everybody's thoughts, and anybody want to call in and say something? I open up the line if you want to give your thoughts on this. Whether you agree or disagree, it's all good over here at the Chris Thorne Show. And we got 32 likes. Appreciate it. Can we get up to 40? No, we got to do about 5. They get up to 35, then get to 35, then go to 40. After 40, go to 45. After 45, go to 50. You know how we do it. So, anyway, good interview here. Again, it taught me some things, So, hey, they case ain't shit. All right? They case ain't going nowhere. My man, Brother Sykes, said these dudes didn't witness a crime, so it's not considered citizen arrest. Yes, Brother Sykes, absolutely. I want to bring up another video where they talking about the citizen arrest, and the title of this one was some people say it's hilarious that they trying to even use this as an excuse of citizen arrest. So let's see what this video says right here.
WJCL's Alex Littlehales is the only local reporter who's been covering the story of his death and the controversy surrounding it for days now.
Alex, what does the road ahead look like for this case?
Well, Shannon Riley, due to the COVID outbreak, this case will not be heard by a grand jury until at least June. But when they finally do, a big focus of that case will be how exactly people define self-defense.
Heated debate continues over the death of Ahmaud Arbery. A viral video of the confrontation between the 25-year-old jogger and 2 men emerged Tuesday and has brought new attention to the case.
Stunned that no arrest was done, because I can't imagine in any other situation that person would have been arrested in those circumstances.
What do we want? Justice! What do we want? Justice!
Reports from Glynn County Police show Gregory and Travis McMichael followed Arbery this February after they believed him to be a burglar in the Satilla Shores neighborhood. The ensuing conflict led to Arbery being shot. According to Georgia law, citizens' arrests are legal, but only if the offense is committed in their presence. It also allows the arrest may be made if the...
Indeed, you just said that. Citizen arrest laws applies when you see a crime. Not because you thought a crime happened. When you see a crime.
Suspect is attempting to escape, but James Yancey, a longtime attorney in Brunswick, says in his opinion there's no grounds for that defense in this case.
Even assuming that they had seen some offense being committed, they are not authorized to chase a person down and basically murder them.
Roy Boyd of Boyd Law Firm in Brunswick says while he grieves for the family, it is still too early to cast judgment before the trial.
For anyone to draw conclusions right now, it's just, it probably isn't a good thing to do. I mean, clearly there's going to be a very, very detailed investigation.
While the case will wait until at least June, both lawyers agree the video leaked Tuesday will have a major impact in the courtroom.
Well, there's a saying that video doesn't lie. The video is what they call direct evidence.
And Georgia is one of 5 states in the country without an official hate crime law in place. Reporting tonight for WJCL 22 News, I'm Alex Littlehales. Back to you.
All right. So that's 2 videos. We're hearing the same thing. You got a couple of attorneys right there. Hey, man, that citizen arrest shit ain't finna fly, dude. Because you have to actually see something in order to try to even attempt a citizen's arrest. So we know now that that citizen arrest shit or that self-defense shit, as of now, is not gonna fly. So these 2 dudes might wear faces and smell the coffee. They in trouble. And unless they just got a real strong attorney that can get them off on this, which there is a strong possibility, I don't see it happening. They're going to get some time. How much time? I have no idea. All right? So we're hearing these from attorneys themselves. For you to say self-defense, nah, bro. Nah. And for you to use citizen arrest, nah, bro. It ain't finna happen. It ain't finna happen. Ain't happen. How people say it back then, ain't happen, Captain. That's how they say, ain't happen, Captain. All right? Ain't happen, Captain. Oh, you want to see the third person? I got you. They got a third person right there. His name is William Roddy. What the fuck this dude name again? Hold on. William Roddy Bryan. Why is my shit flickering like that every time? Come on this screen. It should be flickering like that. Why I do that shit? Is the color I got on? No, it ain't the color I got on. Why is it doing that shit? Well, they green screen sensitive in a motherfucker. Hey, what up, Mahogany? How you doing? So they got the third person right there. He's the one that's recording the video. Now, the big question is, here's the big question. If this happened back in February, you've been holding on to this video for the longest. What made you turn in this video? Because they had to get it from you. I don't think you was a dumbass and uploaded to social media. I don't think he was a dumbass and did that. So what made you, after all this time, turn in this video? Was it a guilty conscience? All right? Or what was it? Yes, according to the social media and the public, he's the one that recorded the video. And I'm assuming he's the one that turned the damn video in. Don't they look like a bunch of good old boys? Just a good old boy. Hey, Tasha, what to do, boo? Hey, Tasha, I sent you something to your Cash App with a message. Not sure if you got it. And the only reason I sent that Cash App to you in order just to send that message to you. So I don't know if you got it or not. Why not call the police? That's a $1 million question too. Why didn't they call the police? Oh, I know why. Because they were trying to do citizen arrest. Oh, they did call the police. Wait a minute. I got something for you. They did call the police. Hold up. Listen to this. If I can remember where she sent it to me. I don't know if Nikki's still in the building or not. Where is it? I think this is it right here. Hold on. Ah, that's not it. That's not it. Nikki, where you at? You sent me this. How did I end up playing that? You sent it to me somewhere and I was able to play it.
Communications operator Smith.
Hey, I'm about to steal a sword.
Okay.
Break-ins out here. There's a guy in the house right now. It's a house under construction.
Okay, do you have your address or the other house's address?
Right at 219 or 220 Cecilia Drive.
And you said someone's breaking into it right now?
No, it's all open. It's under construction. And he's running right now. There he goes right now.
Okay, what is he doing?
He's running down the street.
Okay. Okay, that's fine. I'll get them out there. I just need to know what he was doing wrong. Was he just on the premises and not supposed to be?
And he's been caught on the camera a bunch before at night. Kind of an ongoing thing out here. The man that steals in the house has got heart issues. I think he's not going to finish it. So.
Okay, that's fine. And you said it was a male in a black t-shirt?
A white t-shirt. Black guy, white t-shirt. And he's done run back into the neighborhood.
Okay, and...
Up front yard.
And what was your name, sir? Communications up.
Avery'S, what's going on there? How you doing? I'm gonna play it again. I'm gonna see if I can give a breakdown as we playing this. All right, so let me play it again. He said there's a guy in the house right now, in the house that's under construction. That's what he said. God damn.
That house's address?
Right at 219 or 220 Satilla Drive.
And you said someone's breaking into it right now?
No, it's all open. It's under construction. And he's running right now. There he goes right now.
Okay, what is he doing?
The house is under construction. It's a vacant house. And there you go running. He running right goddamn right now. They ain't how he said it, but you know, they say us down the south, we country bumpkins, so I gotta kind of impersonate it. But let's continue. Jesus Christ.
He's running down the street.
Okay. Okay, that's fine. I'll get them out there. I just need to know what he was doing wrong.
Y'all hear that?
Was he just on the...
What was he doing wrong? What was he on the premise he wasn't supposed to be? Yes, trespassing may be. Okay? But what did he burglarize?
Premises are not supposed to be?
And he's been caught on the camera a bunch before at night. Kind of an ongoing thing out here.
And I want y'all to pay attention to something too. When she asked him that, he didn't answer the question. He did not answer the question. She specifically asked him, what did he do wrong? Because I guess according to her, if he was just up there sitting on a vacant house, yes, trespassing maybe. And he was just looking through the window, I guess they don't consider that as being wrong. All right? She asked him specifically, what is he doing wrong? He couldn't even answer the question. He went on to talk about this man been burgling around some shit he just said. Let's continue.
The man that steals in the house has got heart issues. I think he's not going to finish it. So.
Okay, that's fine. And you said it was a male in a black t-shirt?
A white t-shirt. Black guy, white t-shirt. And he's done run back into the neighborhood.
Okay, and...
Up front yard.
And what was your name, sir? Glenbrook Communications Operator Smith.
Now what y'all think about that? What you think about that? India Love, what's going on, babe? How you doing? What you think about that? These nuts sound like that's exactly what he did. He made a false accusation. She asked him, what did he do wrong? He couldn't answer the question. You would think he'd at least say, well, he's trespassing for one. And she probably would have came back and told him, well, sir, that's a vacant house. What the fuck he gonna do? But if he's somewhere he's not supposed to be, then I guess it's our duty to get him out of where he's not supposed to be. Amen. What y'all females say out there? Y'all doing too much. I'm gonna piss my ass. I let them drinking all that damn water. So, you know. And guys, I did reach out to his mom. I would love to have her on the show, but I doubt she'll come at this time right now. Even if she, even if she just so happened to see my message on Facebook, she probably won't come on the show at this time because she probably still in her grieving process. Oh, you didn't really miss nothing at the end. She just asked her what his name was, and shit, it kind of hung up from there. You know, so that's all it was. He just asked her. She just asked him what his name was, and he didn't really say nothing. So, you know, but I did reach out to the mom, you know, but I highly doubt she'll come on right now if she do see the message. Probably got to give her some time, but I do hope she does come on and speak on it when she gets herself together, you know. So, man, you know, this shit is wild. The whole thing is wild and crazy, you know. So, so for those of y'all heard the phone call. All right. I would, for those who coming in late, because I see a lot of y'all still coming in, the numbers is jumping up. For those who coming in late, if you want to hear the phone call again, I will play it later on before we end this show. Amen. I will play the phone call for you again. And as a matter of fact, I need y'all help. They say tomorrow at 9 o'clock, there's supposed to be a press conference. Pamela Rich said, yourself, myself, what? Oh, y'all talking in the chat room. My bad. Can I play the video again of the shooting? Ooh, do I got that? Hold on, dog, Paul. Let me see if I got that. But I need y'all help. It's supposed to be a conference tomorrow at 9 o'clock. I don't know exactly where it's going to air. It's probably going to air all over the place. I don't know. But I need somebody to record that conference for me in case I don't get it. If you got a DU recorder or you know how to download videos or something like that, you know, help your boy out and get that press conference for me. And we'll go live and hear what the press conference got to say. So if y'all can help me out with that little thing right there, man, I sure appreciate it. Me love you long time. All right. We love you long time. Let me see if I can find you something with the shooting video. All right, I think I might got it for you. Hold on. Oh, maybe not. I don't know. Maybe not. Excuse me.
Have you ever had a dream that is so
I'm gonna see if this right here shows it.
Shooting that's inflamed racial tensions in a Georgia community. Tonight, video has surfaced of an African-American man being chased down and killed. His family says he was just out jogging. We should warn you, the video is graphic. Here's CBS's Omar Villafranca.
This cell phone video captures the...
All right. I think they're gonna show it on here, right here.
Final moments of Ahmaud Arbery's life while he was jogging through this Brunswick, Georgia neighborhood in February. Arbery was confronted by Gregory McMichael and his son Travis, who shot Arbery twice with a shotgun before the 25-year-old collapsed and died. Arbery's mother, Wanda Jones.
Proves that my son was not committing a crime. He was out for his daily jog and he was hunted down like an animal and killed.
Gregory McMichael was the only witness in the police report. He told investigators he thought Arbery was a burglary suspect and ordered him to stop. McMichael then said Arbery violently attacked his son and the two fought over the shotgun before Travis shot him twice. At the time, no charges were filed. Attorney Lee Merritt represents Arbery's family.
Nothing else after that video today. Both of the McMichaels, Gregory McMichael and Travis McMichael, should be behind bars.
McMichael is a former law enforcement officer who used to work for the local DA. Due to conflicts of interest, the case is now on its third prosecutor.
That's what I thought. I thought that what it was. It was a conflict of interest.
I'm hoping that all hands involved, they're indicted and they go to jail.
CBS News reached out to the McMichaels, but they did not want to talk. The wheels of justice are moving slowly because of the coronavirus, but the prosecutor says he plans to present the case to a grand jury for possible charges once a grand jury can convene. Nora?
Omar, thank you.
Hold on, Dog Paul. Let me see if I could find the actual shooting video for you. Cause I know I played it yesterday. Let me see if I can find the actual shooting video for you.
Life is a responsibility.
Footage captures the last moments of Ahmaud Arbery's life as he was jogging through a Georgia neighborhood in February. As he approaches a truck, the 25-year-old is confronted by two armed men who reportedly believed he was a burglar. As Ahmaud appears to try and avoid them, a shot rings out. Then a struggle ensues between the unarmed man and a white male with a shotgun. More shots ring out as Ahmaud is shot point blank before...
Okay, Dr. Paul, I can show you this right here because he's giving commentary to it.
This mobile phone footage captures the last moments of Ahmaud.
I can show you this. I'll show you this right here. This is belongs to Al Jazeera. I guess that's his name. What is this? But here we go.
Ahmaud Arbery's life as he was jogging through a Georgia neighborhood in February. As he approaches a truck, the 25-year-old is confronted by two armed men who reportedly believed he was a burglar.
Angel Star, what it do? Good
appears
evening.
to try and avoid them. A shot
Tanya
rings
Carey,
out.
where you been, boo?
A struggle ensues between the
Good
unarmed
evening.
man and a white
y'all better
male
hit
with
that
a
like button,
shotgun.
give me my 40.
More shots ring out as Ahmaud is shot point blank before stumbling to the ground.
I mean, it's hard. I'm not sleeping. And I just think about how...
I'm going to try rewinding for you, Dog Paul.
Phone footage captures the... This mobile phone footage captures the last moments of Ahmaud Arbery's life as he was jogging through a Georgia neighborhood in February. As he approaches a truck, the 25-year-old is confronted by two armed men who reportedly believed he was a burglar. As Ahmaud appears to try and avoid them, a shot rings out. Then a struggle ensues between the unarmed man and a white male with a shotgun. More shots ring out as Ahmaud is shot point blank before stumbling to the ground.
Now these, you say there's a shot that was fired when you ran around a truck. I think I did catch it finally. Hold on, let's have a listen. Let's have another listen.
This mobile phone footage captures the last moments of Ahmaud Arbery's life as he was jogging through a Georgia neighborhood in February. As he approaches a truck, the 25-year-old is confronted by two armed men who reportedly believed he was a burglar. As Ahmaud appears to try and avoid them, a shot rings out. Then a struggle ensues between the unarmed man and a white male with a shotgun. More shots ring out as Ahmaud is shot point blank before stumbling to the ground.
I mean, it's hard.
All right, Deez, I think you're right, brother. I think I did catch it that time. You did, when he ran around a truck, you heard a shot. But where did it come from? I had no idea. But you're right, brother. There was a shot. Somebody asked, can they jump on the link? Shit, where is that damn link? Hold on. Let me see if I can put it up, man. Alright, it's up. I think you should be able to hit the same link for you to jump on. No, the morning and night. What are you talking about? Don't mean to disappoint you with one to chat, but I don't know if it would be wise. That might strike vulnerable nerves for some listeners. Oh well. So you know for a fact you're going to come here and say something you ain't got no meaning saying, huh? Okay. Okay. I mean, dude, my platform is pretty free, you know. Here, I got a 5 mouth and I say a lot of shit people don't agree with. So, you know, I mean, it's all that's how you feel. All right, and your love. That's what I'm thinking too. That it sounded like the guy who was standing in the back of the truck. It sounded like he the one that did the first shot, but I don't think he did though. Because you can see, it looked like he was cocking his gun, or he was just putting out his holster, and you know, he was trying to aim or whatnot. But now I heard there's another video that has surfaced of the person who recorded it. They said if you listen closely, you can hear him cocking a gun. So anybody got that video, please send it to me. But they said the third video, the third guy who was recording it, they say you can hear him cocking a pistol. I don't know. As a matter of fact, hold on. I think somebody did send me that. Hold on. Oh no, somebody was just telling me, they said that you noticed in the beginning that you heard the man cock his gun, so I didn't hear that. I didn't hear that. I don't know one thing. The motherfucker never said nothing. He never said nothing. He was quiet. You didn't hear no breathing. You didn't hear shit. I know that for a fact. You know, so he was trying to, I guess he was really trying to hide himself. What up, Teresa Ware? We got 39 likes. Can we get 40? Can we get 40? And then we go 45. All right, guys, I'm going to pull this up right here. What it say, the family speaks out. Let's hear what the family got to say.
Shocking killing in Georgia. A video showing the fatal shooting of an unarmed young black man by a white father and son is sparking outrage. According to police, the shooters say they were searching for a burglar.
Yeah, Marvin Scott.
No arrests have been made. The community is
Marvin
demanding
Scott,
answers.
if I say that
Amy's
right.
going to speak with the mother
they
of
arrested.
the young man who
They
was
arrested.
killed after Steve Otsami brings us the latest.
The outrage over a shooting in South Georgia is now pouring into the streets.
No peace! No peace!
They are demanding justice this morning for 25-year-old Ahmaud Arbery, a young black man from Brunswick, Georgia, whose family says he was out for a jog when he ran up on these two men and was shot to death by one of them. Neither has been charged or arrested.
When the crime happened that day, they chose to believe the killers and didn't do any kind of thorough investigation. They took the word of the killers as...
Hey, you know what? I heard that too. I heard it too, what he just said. When the shit first came out, because this story is actually old. I had the story when it first came out, but the shit was so vague that I couldn't come on here and say nothing about it because it wasn't telling much details or whatnot. But however, though, I did hear that when the shit first came, they instantly took their side of the story. So he's telling the truth. I heard that too.
The gospel.
This cell phone video of Arbery's violent death in February has been shared around the world. Authorities say the two men, a father and son, are Gregory and Travis McMichael. Gregory McMichael used to work in county law enforcement. According to a police report, they believed Arbery was responsible for several break-ins in the neighborhood.
I'm out here at Satilla Shores. There's a black male running down the street.
Arbery's father says it feels like his son was killed because he's black.
This got to stop somewhere. This got to stop somewhere with our kids.
The sheriff in the county where the killing happened is asked.
Y'all know what? As much as I hate to use that, talk about somebody got killed because they black, I hate using that shit because I think we overused that. I don't use it, but I think we overuse that shit. That we getting killed because we black. And you know, again, we use that as overkill, and I think we used it as a scapegoat. But in this story right here, you can't help but to wonder, are they right on this one? In this story right here, you can't help but to wonder, are they right when they say that this time? Just think about everything that took place. How they trying to use self-defense now when we hearing now that most of the shit he said happened, he didn't witness himself. He assumed he was the one that did everything. And then you had no grounds to try to hold him. And you an ex-cop. You knew you didn't have no grounds to hold him. But you still try to do it anyway. Y'all had no fucking grounds to hold him. So in this, could it be a possibility they right when they say that?
Asking families for patience.
If I were the parents of the young man, I totally would be just like his parents. I'd be wanting answers. The justice system moves slow, but it gets the job done.
The world is watching. On Twitter, both everyday people and famous faces. From LeBron James, "Are you kidding me?" and Anthony Anderson on Instagram saying, "Let us not allow distractions to keep us from paying attention."
It's important to explain that the father in the video with the gun, who is not in jail this morning, is a former investigator for a county prosecutor and a former police officer. Because of this, 2 prosecutors have had to remove themselves from this investigation, and this is a reason why some feel there is no justice to be had in this case. Amy?
Steve Osinsami, thank you. We're joined now by Ahmaud Arbery's mother, Wanda Cooper-Jones, along with her attorney, Lee Merritt. Thank you both for being with us. And Wanda, our hearts and our thoughts and our prayers are going out to you and your family. How are you holding up right now?
I'm managing. It's really hard. I can't say. It's really been hard.
No, that's so beyond understandable. The video is so disturbing. As a mother, I cannot imagine knowing that that was out there. Have you been able to bring yourself to watch it?
No, I haven't. I don't think I'll ever be in a mental state where I can actually watch the video. I had others that watched it, shared what they saw, and that just was enough.
I want to bring Lee into this because no arrests have been made. That's certainly been something we've been covering. You're calling for arrests immediately, but prosecutors have said that they first have to convene a grand jury, and because of COVID-19, they say that cannot happen until June. What's your response to that?
Prosecutors will need a grand jury in order to formally indict these men, but that has nothing to do with actually going out and arresting the men seen on camera murdering a 25-year-old unarmed black man. The prosecutors actually have the option, if they so chose to directly indict and skip the entire grand jury process. It's something that happens all the time in our legal system, and this would certainly be an appropriate moment as well.
Lee, a letter from the Waycross district attorney, who eventually recused himself from the case, by the way, outlines why he says no arrests were made in this case so far. He argues that under Georgia law, the shooters were acting legally. What do you say to that, Lee?
I think that Mr. Barnhill, which is the district attorney who penned that letter, ought to be brought up before ethics charges before the Georgia State Bar. I say that because he failed to disclose the fact that his family had close ties to the suspects in this case. He put together an opinion about whether or not this was legal, knowing that he was biased by that opinion, knowing that by putting that opinion out there that he would taint the prosecutorial pool, that he would taint any potential jury pool, and that his words would matter. And it matters that his words don't in fact line up with the law in any important respect.
Wanda, why do you think, what's your theory, why no arrests have been made so far, given that this video is now out there and people have seen what actually happened on that Georgia street?
I think that no arrest has been made basically because because of the title that he carried of the retired police officer. I think that they don't feel like that he was wrong because he was one of them.
And Wanda, I know that it's important to you and it's important to know more about the story, to know about your son, who he was, what kind of man he was. And I know his birthday is this Friday, May 8th. He would be 26 years old. Tell us about Ahmaud.
Ahmaud Ahmaud carried the most humblest spirit. Ahmaud was kind. He was well-mannered. Ahmaud, most of all, was loved by his family and peers. Ahmaud didn't deserve to go the way that he went.
Our thoughts are with you and your family. Wanda Cooper-Jones, Lee Merritt, thank you both for your time today. We certainly appreciate it. Wishing you the best.
To see his mom, and I gotta give it to her. She holding up in this one. She holding up real strong in this one. Again, guys, I have no biological children, so I don't know what it's like to lose a biological child. Amen. I don't know, so I can't even begin to tell you what it's like to lose a biological child. So again, guys, girls, who's in the chat room and all over the world, man, I can only imagine how y'all feel when y'all lose a loved one. I can imagine how you feel. Because that was your blood running through their veins. That was your biological child. I got somebody who I call my adopted daughter. And I'm pretty much sure I'll be hurt if something happened to her. But it probably won't match up to the pain of the mom, who is her biological mom, And to some of you who may be in the chat room who are biological parents yourself, the pain will never equal up to that, you know. So I could just imagine anybody losing a biological child, all right? But at the same time, you know, we have to teach our children about situations like these. If you're uncomfortable in a place that you feel like you don't belong, maybe it's a good idea that you get the hell out of there, all right? We need to teach them what places are safe and which places are not safe. And we need to teach them that if you don't see me going around there, then don't you go around there, you know? I don't care how much you think your friends are cool. If you don't see me going around there, don't you go around there. How many of y'all remember back in the 80s and 90s when we had our grandparents telling us that, why you going around there? You ain't never see me going around there. Why you think I'm going around there? Because it's too dangerous. And I don't want you to go around there. If I ain't there, you don't go there. Right? How many times you remember they let us outside to play? Don't you go no further than the end of the driveway. You better not even step an inch on the other side. You got me? Or they send you to the candy lady or to the drink machine to get your drinks or whatnot. You go get this and you come right back. Don't you stop nowhere else. You come right back. Y'all remember those days? You come right back. Don't stop at your friend's house. Don't stop and say hey. Don't stop and pet no dog. Don't stop and do none of this shit. You go get what I asked you to get. You come right back. You go around the corner to a Jermaine's house or whoever. Get what you're going to get and you come right on back. Or how about the most famous one? Your ass better be in the house when them lights come on. And I know everybody been told that. Everybody been told that. And you try them if you want to. You try to be slick. You try them if you want to. Because ain't nothing worse than getting the ass whooping before you go to bed. But then again, maybe not. Because I done heard some people getting the ass whoopings while they was in the tub. Ooh-wee. Thank God I never had that happen to me. I don't know if any of y'all experienced that shit. But I heard some of y'all done got your ass whooped while you in the tub. God damn, I can imagine how that feel. Then you got to rewash your wounds. Whew. Shit. But you can't do that these days. It's called child abuse. Miss Thomas said she couldn't even leave the yard. You better, if your ass dot an inch over there to the next door neighbor yard. Come here. Come here. Shit. Donna said they looked at him as another black man alleged doing something wrong and thought they could do whatever and not be arrested for it. Pam said when the street lights out, yep. Agent Star said a wet ass. Well, oh my God. If any one of y'all had that, I don't even want to ask you what it felt like. I don't even want to ask you what it felt like. Just imagine you did something wrong and you thought you might have got away with it because, you know, what's the first thing we thought back in the 80s and 90s when we did something wrong? Man, I'm finna get my ass whooped. But you don't get your ass whooped. At least not for that moment right there. They catch you when you ain't see it coming. And for you to be sitting in the tub and all of a sudden, wow, wow, wow. Ooh, just made my body cringe even thinking about that. Whew. Just makes my body cringe thinking about that. Then she said after that you had to go to sleep. Shit. Shit. But, man, More power to y'all. You know what I mean? Well, look at us today. I'll say that, you know, look at us today. Is it safe for me to say that you look at us today, if it's safe for me to say we appreciate them ass whoopings, I guess? Because some people look at it, if they didn't do that, then where would I be today? You know, if they didn't put me on punishment, these are formal disciplines they try to get us correct. And if they didn't do that, and if we didn't have the village back then, where would a lot of us be today? Where would we be at today if we didn't have no peoples in our lives? Now, if I'm saying whipping is the only route to go, no, you got other form of disciplines. You know, again, how many of y'all was a Nintendo fanatic? I was. You know, take them video games. You know, you straighten up. You can't watch your favorite cartoons. You can watch your favorite movie. You straighten up. Shit. You can't attend the school dance or sock hops. And some of y'all remember sock hops. You couldn't do that. You straighten your ass up. Right? Or you got some people that did this. While the other kids outside playing, you got to go in there and stand in the corner in time out. They'll straighten your ass up because you hear everybody outside having a good time, but you got to stay in the house in the corner. So if it's safe to say, can we appreciate that, what we had back then? Because if they didn't do it, where would a lot of us be today? So that's why I had no problem with a lot of y'all. When y'all show tough love to your children, I had no problem with it. Because a lot of children now, they need tough love. I seen a video the other day where a young boy, he called himself rapping, but I don't think he even knew what the hell he was saying. And he was sort of cussing and all types of stuff. I said, well, look at this shit here. Who put this camera in front of this boy and got him doing all that? Then he had the grill in his mouth and everything. So they're cussing his ass off rapping. And I said right there, you could tell we in a different age or era. Because let grandma or granddaddy or even your mom and dad find out you on a video trying to rap, talk about bitch nigga this, bitch nigga that, I'll fuck you up and I'll fuck your bitch and all that stuff. Let them see a video of us surface doing that. And see we didn't get our teeth kicked in. Amen. Or better yet, my grandma had a method. If she didn't feel like whooping your ass, she'd get that bar of soap. I tell y'all this all the time. She get that bar of soap and wash your whole mouth out. Because she said you got a dirty mouth. You wash your whole body, but you didn't wash your mouth. I ain't just start saying my kid had the right sentence. I got it right. You know, I remember those days too. I remember those days too. I definitely remember those days too. Amen. Look at Pam. Pam says she remember that shit. She remember that shit. You know. So again, guys, I'm not mad at any one of y'all. Y'all biological parents, man, hey, bring that tough love in. Bring that tough love in. Y'all can't be pussyfooting with these children. If you got children, you can't be pussyfooting. You literally got to put your foot down. You got to put your foot down. No pussyfooting. Show them, you got to show them some time tough love. I ain't say beat them now. I said tough love. I said tough love, not beat them. Tough love. Tough love. Amen. Tough love. Ladies and gentlemen, before we get out of here, for those of you who didn't hear it, we're going to play the police call one more time. And hopefully I'm hoping I can catch the, or one of y'all can record the conference for me. And we can catch the conference tomorrow. But other than that, guys, what the hell? Hold on.
Communications operator says.
Hey, I'm about to steal a sword. Okay. Break-ins out here. There's a guy in the house right now. Is that house under construction?
Okay, do you have your address or the other house's address?
Right at 219 or 220 Sicilla Drive.
And you said someone's breaking into it right now?
No, it's all open. It's under construction. And he's running right now. There he goes right now.
He's running right now. There you go right goddamn now. He's running right now. There you go right goddamn right now.
Okay, that's fine. I'll get them out there. I just need to know what he was doing wrong. Was he just on the premises and not supposed to be?
And he's been caught on the camera a bunch before at night. It's kind of an ongoing thing out here. The man that's still in the house has got heart issues. I think he's not going to finish it. So.
Okay, that's fine. And you said it was a male in a black t-shirt?
A white t-shirt. Black guy, white t-shirt. And he's done run back into the neighborhood.
Okay, and...
Our front yard.
And what was your name, sir? Glenn Communications operator says.
I just caught something he said. And minute time I played this phone call, I just caught something he said. He said this man been caught on camera numerous of times breaking in. So that means somewhere in this case, we should see video of this man breaking in. Okay? We should see video surveillance of this man doing a dirty deed. Now, if they do come up with surveillance that this man is doing dirty deeds, then you know, hey, I got to take back everything I said. Maybe they, well, not everything I said, but if this video surveillance do come out that he was doing dirty shit in the neighborhood, you know, maybe they may be working with something. I don't know. But the thing is, though, even though with that, with video surveillance, did you catch him doing anything? Amen? Did you catch him doing anything? We're going to play this one more time, guys. We're going to get on out of here.
Glenn Communications operator says.
Hey, I'm about to steal a sword. Okay. Break-ins out here. There's a guy in the house right now. Is that house under construction?
Okay, do you have your address or the other house's address?
Right at 219 or 220 Sicilla Drive.
And you said someone's breaking into it right now?
No, it's all open. It's under construction. And he's running right now. There he goes right now.
There you go right goddamn right now. That's what he said. There you go right goddamn now.
Okay, that's fine. I'll get them out there. I just need to know what he was doing wrong. Was he just on the premises and not supposed to be?
Couldn't even answer that question. He couldn't answer that question.
And he's been caught on the camera a bunch before at night. It's kind of an ongoing thing out here. The man that's still in the house has got heart issues. I think he's not going to finish it. So.
Thank you, Rio. Thank you.
Was a male in a black t-shirt?
A white t-shirt. Black guy, white t-shirt. And he's done run back into the neighborhood.
Okay, and...
Our front yard.
And what was your name, sir? Glenn Communications operator says.
Hey, I'm about to steal a sword.
Guys, that was the phone call. And like I said, he said this man is on surveillance, breaking into these houses. So, hey, did that mean some Vegas should pop up during this trial, which is June, which is next month. It's going to be June. They say it's going to be the trial. So if he was doing this, I'm sure surveillance cameras, they're going to get the video and show that the man was doing dirty deeds. Okay? But other than that, though, it still don't excuse y'all for what you did, because you had no grounds to hold him, because you didn't see him do it. But if you seen him do it, then we know it's a different ball game. All right? Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. As always, leave your thoughts and your opinions in the comment section for those who come and watch this later, because this is a motherfucker ridiculous. All right? Everybody have a safe, good night / morning. And 9 times out of 10, I will see y'all tomorrow when we do the conference. I'm your man, Chris Storms. Catch you next time. Peace.